Intern Hunter Mark, if you are in class, put your phone down. We are not here for breaking protocol, especially for education classes, here at Dr. Sherman's office hours, Coffee Break with Dr. Sherman, Fanart Friday, or any anomalous broadcast from Site 42. Do your briefings as they ought to be done. Follow the rules of your educational organization. You know how we work at the SCP Foundation. Now, as I was, hello there, Site 42 staff, as well as those of you from the greater SCP Foundation community. And welcome to another Dr. Sherman's Fanart Friday, because it's Fanart Friday. Welcome to Fanart Friday, another subsidiary of the anomalous broadcast from Site 42. As always, I am Dr. Theron Sherman, Site Director here at Site 42 of the SCP Foundation. And as I have done every day for nearly 10 months and counting, because the daily streak must remain strong, I am here to open my office doors to you, the SCP Foundation staff, to answer your burning questions about this dark and mysterious place of employment we call the SCP Foundation. So whether you have questions about the anomalies we contain, the staff who contain them, the groups of interest that try to stop us from containing them, or hypothetical containment procedures about anomalies that fall outside of the SCP Foundation's purview, perhaps they're from a different multiverse or pataphysical narrative level, i.e. fandom, we are here for the next approximately 50 minutes. We are running late today and we are running short. And so we are getting straight to Fanart Friday after this housekeeping. First and foremost, Lucas the intern. Congratulations on being the #1 most punctual member of today's Containment Hazard Assessment Team, i.e. congratulations on being first chatter. Meanwhile, Mav, Senior Researcher Alex, Dr. Vincent, Black Phoenix, Titanborn, Amber, Silent Follower, Anomalous Hodge, Aoki, Fallen Libra, everyone who I have just named, thank you for being here punctually and thank you for being members of Site 42 on YouTube. We appreciate your membership and your service. Furthermore, Official Boy, Site 60, Tiger Claws Gaming, Palo, Administrator, and 953. Thank you for being here punctually, and thank you for being thank you not for being members, but for just being here and being yourself today. It's always good to see you. Now, is the SCP Foundation real? No. We never claim it to be real because of the time those kids believe Slenderman was real and stabbed their friend over it. So if someone asks it's real, we stop pretending and say, hey, we're acting, this is fun, it is a community, it is a creative writing community based on science fiction. It is fake, do not believe it's real, we're just here to have a good time. Okay, so I have very limited time today. We need to do the Fanart Friday, after which I will answer donos and Q&A. So let's begin, in a hurry. Starting with Intern Hunter Mark. Intern Hunter Mark, you're not going to see this because you are in class, and you are not looking at your phone in class, but you are starting our Fanart Friday with an SCP-999, which looks very nice. Now, normally it's in our rules that a simple sketch of 999 is not enough to be featured on Fanart Friday. You need to do a little more than a simple sketch. We need to, improve our art process and things. But this, in the chalk format, is interesting enough that I felt it fit, as did the desk. So yes, this qualifies. Just remember, 999 alone will not suffice most of the time because it's such an easy thing to draw. Let's make sure that we're expanding our art forms. That is what the creative communities are about, increasing our skills. But overall, that was a good, nice format. Intern Hunter Mark. Next up, looks like Lucas the intern is here. Lucas the intern is here with a little bit of Please don't send me to the cat-made waifu dimension, Dr. Sherman. Do it. Yes, obviously you're getting cat-made waifu back in this timeline. I didn't think there was any doubt of that, 049. Your denial only makes it more delicious to cause you humiliation. Very nice, Intern Lucas, for displaying the realism of what is happening here. Next, SCP-049, the Plague Doctor. So, thank you, Silent Follower, for the cat ears. I wouldn't acknowledge donations during this, but obviously it's right in my damn face while I'm busy. You better watch yourself. I'm moving this camera a lot during Fan Art Friday. You're gonna miss out on some cat ears if you shoot at the wrong time. Just be careful about that. So this looks like a terrible, terrible thing is happening there, and a terrible, terrible thing is happening here. SCP Tube doing the Vor Jesus challenge. I'm not. A lot of little thumbnails here. How to use a ukulele by Alto Clef. That's very nice. Day in the life of Josie the Half Cat. Dr. Christopher Burns being something by. Ooh. Oh. No. No. Even that's too mean. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe that's the right thing to do, Dr. Christopher Burns. All my homies hate that guy. A list of ways to use D-Class correctly. Very important. Now let's, you've got some sketches here of the Vor Jesus. Oh, no. The storyboards. The storyboards. Oh, this is horrifying. What is going on here? I am frightened. I am frightened. I don't like what's about to happen, I don't think. But thank you, SCP-049. Next up, Musical Sand has brought to us a scene from an SCP animated feature that doesn't exist. The Plague Doctor and the D-Class. Looking very slick. I don't know what program you're using to make that. It's interesting. Desk, please remind me that there's a Ko-Fi notification that I don't want to forget, but I want to get to it after all of the Fan Art Fridays. Oh no. SCP-049, you've sent me a link to a YouTube short. I am horrified. Okay, what are we doing here? I don't like the look of this. I am speaking to SCP-5991 here.
Delivery, Dr. Sherman. Please open the box.
Why does it feel wet? What the fuck? What is this?
Completely edible paper for your edible Bible so you can eat your words, Dr. Sherman.
You fucking put the little strap around it. They put the little strap around it to hold it closed. If I eat this fucking Bible, then SCP-5991, codename For Jesus. Oh, I don't like the For Jesus. Here and swallow me whole and teleport me to the bigger on the inside interior of its stomach, which is a Jesus-themed theme park called Jesus Land. I guess this is what I'm having for dinner tonight. I don't know if I can eat all that in one sitting. The Vor Jesus Challenge. Nice, at least when you eat the Bible, you can escape SCP-72.
Delivery.
You're all horrible. I do not understand why you take such pleasure in my pain. I feel it is unseemly for the Foundation to not work together in total peace and harmony with deference to the site director, who protects you from the budgetary constraints of the overseers. I feel as if there's a lack of communication here. We're supposed to be a team. You're supposed to help me secure, contain, and protect, not mock me. Good work, SCP-049. Very funny. I think my chat froze. Yes, my chat froze. We're back. Okay. Continuing on. Doo-doo-doo. All right, this is my first Fan Art Friday by Ace of Games. The Ace of Games. Cool name. Cool name. This is my interpretation of Dr. Clef, a well-known researcher in many sites of SCP. I decided to draw him specifically, at least my experience. Most people don't know how short he is. Most people draw him as a big brute when he's canonically gremlin-sized at only 5'3". I also used a less human design as a nod to SCP-166. So here is Gremlin Alto Clef. Ace of Games. This is frickin' fantastic. Holy cow. Noise. Noise. I just... Snaps here, people. Snaps here. That's fantabulous. Very fine art there. Good work. Leha Tender, are you looking for the Bible eating stream? Is that what you're looking for right now? Desk, I believe Leha wants the Bible eating stream. At least that's my guess. If you want to link that, because I know you have it saved for fun and profit. You mahogany bastard. Ace of Games, thank you again. Space Alien, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Agent Zenith, thank you for submitting some art today. And oh my God, what a pretty and colorful. Now see, again, is it too simple of a 999? Not really, because we got the ice cream cone. And we got all the background looking great. See, this is a high quality SCP-999. So it's within the rules. And also, Dr. Val, you cannot eat it. I don't care how absolutely appetizing it looks. No, you cannot eat it. Agent Zenith, snaps. Real good. Real good. Continuing on. Just Pitt, you are next up in line for some Fan Art Friday time. Let's see what you got. So we have bags under eyes, but still the coolest guy. Yes, from our, anomalous fluid stream. Yes, that is indeed how you should describe me, yes. Oh, I don't like that side eye, Abel. Don't look at me like that. Let's move on. Oh, the bouquet was for Dr. Clef. Wait, Dr. Kandraki has another bouquet. Is that for another person? What are you doing? I'm worried. Dr. Alto Clef. Wow, that was Clef. Adam the First Man, a.k.a. Lucifer, a.k.a. Satan, a.k.a. the Serpent of Eden, a.k.a. Agent Ukulele, a.k.a. the guy who hates the metric system or something. Sleeve, not cut, just need visual of arm. So, wow, that is an eldritch-ass Clef. Where did you get this from? Just Pitt. That's, wow. That is intriguing. Intriguing, I would say. Very nice, Just Pitt. Next up, we move on to Hazard. Hazard has brought for us, what do we got? The 29-J Lego brick. Apparently, it gets stuck on spikes, which I would like. If there was a trap for that. If there was a trap that kept it from attacking me at any point, I would be very happy. Let's practice manufacturing this, because it looks like it will halt the entity without destroying it, which is within protocol. Activate. I want to see some prototypes. Stat. Good idea, Hazard. Ooh, I looked at it again. Good idea. Intern Kudakin. Here comes something we can only look at because we are on a very well-protected cognitohazardous and mimetic filtered stream. A very interesting SCP-2521. That noodle boy looks very good in this art. Good work, Star. Good work, Intern Kudakin. Looks great. Very interpretive. The sketchiness really adds to that character. Aoki, if you were going to be eating art, then that would be the one to eat because it's literally just noodles. Or like those pull and peel licorice flavored Twizzlers. Moving on. Next up. Roar Caution is in here somewhere. Yes, Roar Caution. You are up next. Roar Caution, you are up next. And you have brought to us a bevy of art. First of all. Is this analog horror, Dr. Sherman? I thought it wasn't real. I thought it couldn't get you. That's actually terrifying. Okay, moving on. This one is the Weezer cover with Dr. Sherman, Dr. Clef, Dr. Iceberg, and Dr. Kondraki. Looks great. We'll take un selfie. Set cheese. I do have the longest arms. I am very often the one taking the selfie. For what I believe is Kondraki, Sumerian, Iceberg, Clef, myself, and I think Caution said that is their OC in the back. So, very cool. Welcome to whatever disaster we just got away from. Yeesh. And this is our thumbnail for today. By Desk's requests. Why? Keep that berries and cream bitch away from me. So, thank you, Rar Caution. Thank you very much. Rave Haven. Rave Haven has sent us some art today. Ray Haven has brought to us Site Director Spider-Sherm. Site Director Spider-Sherm is here. And in what I will say is a very nice little box. Very good work containing Site Director Spider-Sherm, as I told you to. Look at that beautiful box that Spider-Sherm is trapped in. Let's continue this good work with other Spider-Men. We will contain those damn Spider-Men. Those web-headed bastards will be locked in boxes. Good work. Next up, we have Dr. Val. Dr. Val said you might demote me for this one. I'm worried about that. 049 but spooky, Dr. Sherman but normal. Okay. I'm frightened. Oh, no! 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 No, why? I am so sullied. I am so maligned. No! Me and that thing should never be close. This is too close. Move on! Get it out of here! Oh, 49. It is a relief to see you crying and in chains. You in pain the way I was just in pain. And, oh. Well, who is this handsome, not abomination? That's very good. That's, what a relief. What a relief. I feel like you did this to cleanse my palate, and I appreciate it greatly. Yes. Yes. So much better. So much better than that! Thank you. I think. Mostly. Dr. Val. And finally, Intern Gage. Intern Gage. Thank you for sending. Let's find out. Boo. No. Damn it, why won't that tree scream? Dr. Sherman says, I'm completely ethical in making the tree scream. Also, Dr. Sherman, kill the dad next. Oh yeah, I remember that one. It didn't work, but it was cathartic. So yes, this is truly accurate in all senses. There is no irony at all. I am completely ethical in my making the tree scream. Everyone knows it. This is great. No notes. Also, it is Friday the 13th. You are correct. What a crazy random happenstance that I'm sure someone planned for properly, because Intern Gage is fantastic at this. Site 42 staff, if you submitted a Fan Art Friday proposal, then thank you very much for your Fan Art Friday. You did great work. Most of you. You know who you are. No, wrong pen. Give me my pointing pen. Okay. So. That brings me back to the chat. Now, one more thing before I get to donations. I forgot about this because I had to get into a rush in Fan Art Friday, but we have plenty of time. We have about 25 to 30 minutes left in stream for standard Q&A and donations. But before I do that, let me show you guys a little something something. You see, a short time ago, back in December, we were reached out to by a crew named Shoutout Cartoons. And Shoutout Cartoons brought to us a teaser for a series they're doing in the SCP Foundation called The Cover-Up Crew. It looks very much like an inside job of the SCP universe, kind of mixed with the Suicide Squad. And they have brought for us a trailer for Episode 2. I have not looked at this yet. I want to see the Episode 2 trailer. And so you're going to watch it with me. YouTube channel Shoutout Cartoons has hand-delivered us this delicious morsel, and I want to know. So you're all stuck with me. Let's see what we got. To 2026. Coming soon. So, thing one. That looks real good. I like the way that looks. Number two, I want to say both this is a pro and a con. I am seeing a little bit of descendancy from Confinement, Lord Bung's God Arrest It SCP animated series. But here's my worry. I'm seeing great animation in a way that I think looks good for that. What I'm also hearing is a great song. A great song that is licensed music. One of the things that brought confinement to its death that most people don't talk about because they're so caught up on the drama aspect is Lord Bung left a lot of money on the table because adhering to artistic vision and using copyrighted music, which meant that they got very little, if no money, from confinement. And they could have had thousands, tens of thousands of dollars in ad revenue if they had used original music instead. So shout out cartoons. Be careful. If you get real big and you leave a lot of money on the table because you're using licensed music, that will make your job a lot harder. I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying know what you're getting into. Because the hardest problem is getting funding for these projects in the SCP community when we have to deal with Creative Commons and people are free to pirate it. So just watch yourself. Watch yourself. Don't worry, I use covers. Shout Out Cartoons is here! Are the covers copyright safe? If so, that's even better, and I'm very excited for you even more. Hell yeah. Okay, well, if that is a legal loophole that works, because I think covers are still beholden to the copyright owners in some way. Be careful, but hey, Shout Out Cartoons is here, people. Say hey and how much you like that trailer we just watched, because I liked it a lot. I think it looked pretty dope. And so I will be keeping a lookout next weekend to see The Cover-Up Crew, Episode 2. And make sure when you get there, Mobile Task Force Psi-42, to leave a comment on the videos. If you can't think of anything to say, just say Dr. Sherman and Desk sent me. Or say something about how cool the cartoon is and you want to watch it. Either way, make sure to boost the engagement so they get more eyes. All right. And last but not least, remember that this stream is sponsored by us here at Site42, where we have SCP Foundation merch such as the Foundation Fitness Initiative t-shirt for those of you who are joining me in my gym gains to get back out of rehab. The Foundation Fitness Initiative, where you don't have to be the fastest researcher, just not the slowest, brought to you by our friends at the SCP store who help us with our merch needs. And they are the ones who help us and other SCP content creators with our Reservoir Ducks t-shirt, our Researchers Only Want One Thing and It's Disgusting t-shirt, the Where the Dragons Went mug and t-shirt, the employee sticker for a furniture store that definitely isn't IKEA, and we have a Dr. Spanko sweater. People forget about that one. But yes, we have much merch on the scpstore.org. Thank you, Site42, for sponsoring Site42. Any keychains? We do not have any keychains. We have stickers, mugs, t-shirts, sweatshirts, and that's all. Okay. Dr. Sherman, does J in an SCP name mean joke? I mean, if it has a dash and a J, then yes. If there's a J in the name of the SCP, then no, that's just the letter J. But if it's SCP number dash J, then yes. Well, I'll be getting a mug, hopefully. Well, and almost Skelly, we appreciate you supporting the channel and enjoy whichever mug you choose to get. All right. Let me dash through the donations that came in during Fanart Friday, and then we will turn to general donations and Q&A. Playing catch-up. Aflac, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member, and thank you for making the effort to go through the Ko-Fi, which only takes 3% of each donation you send, rather than the 30% a YouTube Super Chat. A YouTube Super Chat takes. So especially when you're making larger donations, going through the Ko-Fi is very much appreciated. Grab yourself some coffee cake on your way past the commissary. Dr. Tyrone Chairman, not my name. This is only for your ears, aka Dr. Sherman. We want Dr. Chair. You have not been selected for the new venture. Did you just turn Dr. Chair down for something? Rude. Or did you just turn me down for something? Rude. What Intarnation. And Blake, thank you for your first donation of today's stream, as well as making the effort to go through the Ko-Fi. Grab yourself a pack of Smarties on your way past the commissary. Greetings, Dr. Sherman. The team at NASA was able to convince them to send a probe/telescope to study SCP-3200 by convincing them it would help us understand empty space, which really to study SCP-3200 and find the crew of doctors sent to study it. Okay, we gotta be careful, because if the UIU catches wind of this, they're gonna show up and bungle everything. So make sure our agents embedded within NASA make certain that they do not let this leak. Please. All right. 100 stars. Thank you for sending a makeup brush. I'm sure that the chat is feeling bonita. Silent follower, thank you for the other cat ears that I didn't see sometime during Fan Art Friday. Black Phoenix, thank you for a thumbs up. I'm sure the chat will feel very positively about your contribution. 100 stars, thank you for sending a 100 to today's chat. I'm sure the Containment Hazard Assessment team will continue to keep it 100 at your urging. Rebel Commander, thank you for sending a bronze medal to today's Containment Hazard Assessment team to remind you that they are great and award-worthy, but they can still do better if they want that silver or gold. James the Rail Fan, thank you for your first donation of today's stream. Grab yourself a waffle on your way past the commissary. Hi, Dr. Sherman. I just got off work at the anomalous Allsups. My back hurts a lot from stocking the redacted shelves. What is an Allsup? And I swear, if you say nothing, what's Allsup with you? I'm gonna... Rebel Commander, thank you for your first donation of today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a omelet on your way past the commissary. No notes? The Ethics Committee has notes. Well, the Ethics Committee can do whatever they want so I don't get in trouble with them again. Black Phoenix, thank you for sending us thumbs up to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I'm sure they will continue to keep things positive. Rebel Commander, thank you for sending buffalo wings. Ooh, delicious. I hope you all enjoyed those wings. 100 stars, thank you for sending a 100. I'm sure chat will continue to keep it 100 due to your urging. The Administrator, welcome to Level 1 Researchership here at Site 42. We appreciate your membership and your service. And Affleck, thank you for donating to the stream, this time through a super chat. And you said, I just gifted the UIU 72-9-J. Oh, God. As a prank, I'll recover it within the day. I mean, too mean, man. Too mean. Joke, why can't the 10 dots, aka the Morse code of SCP-2521, take a joke? Because it doesn't include their designation. Hey, that's not bad. That's okay, pretty good. James the Rail Fan, thank you for donating again to say, Allsups is a gas station chain. Okay, so you are working at the anomalous gas station, Allsups. So what makes the Allsups anomalous, besides having a joke right up in there? Hi, Dr. Sherman, how you doing? I just wondered if you have any alternatives to eating some random civilian sauce. I can't really eat actual food, and I think it might make me lose my job here at the Foundation. Listen, what do you think the D class are for? Duh. The doy. Thanks. 10 dots is its tag name. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. Doctor, are there any other potato-related SCPs other than that infinite sack of spuds? Well, intern potato, I can see why you are interested in such a thing. And so I can tell you for sure I know of multiple SCP potatoes. Of course, there's SCP-1689, the Infinite Potato Sack. But if we go to the search function, now there is not a tag for potatoes, but you can just search the word potato, and you can get a lot of them. The one I think is funniest to bring up is SCP-4420, codename A Potato Thirst. And it is a red Idaho potato that is 400 million kilograms and external dimensions of 150 meters by 65 meters by 55 meters, which is very large. It has the ability to send text messages. And the text messages it sent are, "Can you see me? Please look at me. I'm big. Look at me. Do you think I'm pretty? Is that what I really look like? No way. Is that how you see me? You can't see me like this. I'm not good enough, am I? Not for you. How could I be? Leave me alone. I'm a monster. I'm sorry I look this way." And then it completely stopped growing and started dying. It has been neutralized. So, this is a message to don't let anxiety get the better of you from a giant potato. Yeah, you're good. You're good as you are. Yes. Have you done anything on Omega Mart? Intern Aowej. I have not, to my knowledge. I don't recollect talking about it, outside maybe some of the foods in there once in a duet. But it is something I'd be interested in checking out, like taking a field mission to Omega Mart. I don't know what their filming policies are, but if I could, that would be very fun. Go do a little SCP Foundation Investigates on Omega Mart. Intern Zandays. I always say my SCPs at the end of stream. It's a tradition around these parts. And the end of stream is in about 10 minutes. So if you can wait 10 to 15 minutes, you'll hear my favorite SCPs. Or you can donate to make me say them earlier. Or you can cheat, go to yesterday's stream, and at the end of stream, I said it there because it's tradition. So whichever way you want to go, you'll find out soon. 100 stars. Thank you for sending a GG to today's Containment Hazard Assessment team. I am sure that they played a good game. Site 42 staff. We do have a moderator named Desk. It is a blue name. Whenever the blue name speaks, you should pay attention for multiple reasons. Number one, Desk is funny. Pay attention to Desk. Good jokes. 2, Desk is in charge of the chat. And if you are breaking the rules and Desk tells you so, Desk usually gives you a warning. And if you ignore the warning and continue, you will be banned and you won't even know why because you ignored the moderator. Use common sense. Thirdly, pay attention to the Desk because even if you're not breaking a rule, they might have answered your question because we get asked it multiple times and it's not important for me to answer the same question infinity times. So, pay attention to that in the future. You're not in trouble, just pay attention in the future. Learn the chat culture. It's very good. Just like when you get into the SCP community, you've got to make an effort to learn community culture because there are jokes that are funny, there are jokes that are not. There are interactions that are good, there are interactions that are not. This is true for the SCP community, it's true for the Site 42 chat, it's true for all communities. These social cues can be hard to pick up on, but if you study them, then you can start to understand and go with the flow even if it's hard. So do your best to be a upstanding member of the community. Rebel Commander, thank you for donating again to say. The Ethics Committee approves this messages. That's good news. Intern Adams and Intern Elia, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Rebel Commander, you want to know my favorite SCPs, but ones I don't normally list. SCPs that are my favorites that I don't actually... Damn it. Silent Follower, thank you for the cat ears. I'm sure the Containment Hazard Assessment team had a jolly laugh at that. Yes, so Dr. Spanko, SCP-2337, is one of my favorite SCPs. That I don't normally list among my tip-toppy favorites. SCP-3143, which is tangential to SCP-3043. So, I got to use Murphy Law again. SCP-1983, which is a spatial anomaly inside a barn with shadow creatures that rip your heart out. And shadow creatures spawn from your heart. It is an old school spooky ass SCP. Good one. All of the SCPs I wrote that you can find on my author page. I don't normally say them in my favorite SCPs, but this is not my normal favorite SCP, so I'm allowed. Ha 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 ha. My SCPs rock. You should enjoy them. And I'll give you one more. How about SCP... Is it 8320? I think it's 8320. 8320, 700 million wizards. When every cat on Earth turned into a wizard, and we had to shoot them all in the face to turn them back into human, or into cats. So that was good too. And you know what? Number 1 doggo -J can come in here too. Oh, and Al Dente -J is really funny. And 4357, the Cooperative Demon. So, okay, I saw a Ko-Fi notification. Let me get to that before I forget it exists. Blake, thank you for donating again to say, greetings, Dr. Sherman. I recently discovered that YouTuber JMW Films has to have encountered an SCP truck in his GTA 5 RP server. I want to report this to you so that the proper team can research this possible new SCP. We'll keep an eye on it. You will not be surprised to hear that every time something somewhat anomalous or spooky comes up on the internet, that people think of us and say, oh, it must be an SCP. So we'll have to go check it out and see if it's truly something worth researching. I mean, that's why SCP-67 and SCP Wish I Knew happened, because people saw something and they analog horrored it and then said, oh, it's an SCP because it's spooky now. Do 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 do. Desk, I will say the level of threat that the salsa hammer, I believe that is. Oh, well, I was going to give you a pass, but when you went to Who Said I'm Role-Playing, you're pushing the line here. 3794. Keep it light. Keep it light. Threats can be funny. Trust me, at the Foundation, threats can be funny. But make sure you're not actually breaking roleplay. That is, you got to keep your balance there. Also, is that actually the salsa hammer? No, that's not. It is. Salsa hammer is one of my favorites, outside of my main favorites. So, just watch yourself. Don't take it to an antisocial place. Silent Follower, thank you for donating again. Or no, thank you for your first super chat of today's stream, as well as the cat ears from earlier, and as being a member. Grab yourself a nice hoagie on your way past the commissary. Gonna go see a movie, catch you next stream, lol. By the way, messing with you cat ears is very amusing, all in good fun. All in good fun, yes. Taking the very serious things that I talk about and nullifying their seriousness with cat ears is so entertaining. Yeah, it is. I get it. Have fun at your movie. I hope it's good. May I say this is cool? Intern Velio-san, you do have permission to say this is cool. I'll allow it. I never seem to get my food at the commissary. Well, Intern Jones, you need to make your super chat donation. Then the commissary will allow you to get some food. Charlie 10 Pro, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Get yourself a Reuben on your way past the commissary. I just looked up a sea eater. That monster gives me nightmares. I am worried. A sea eater, make it so I can't sleep through the night. Oh, it's a Trevor Henderson creation. Well, that would be why. Obviously, if you saw this thing coming at you in the water, you would not be pleased. Yes, Trevor strikes again with the good spooks. Hey, look, it's the SCP dude. You are correct, Intern Slatos. I am, in fact, the SCP dude. Ooh, the sweet sounds of WSJT 94.1. Is 94.9. It's been so long I got the ditty wrong. DITTY, by the way, as in a song. Watch yourselves. Violet, Amber, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Thank you for making the effort to go through the Ko-Fi and donating exactly $13 to say Happy Friday the 13th. Very appropriate. Good work understanding the assignment for the day. Excellent. Intern Slatos, Diddy is not an SCP. Unfortunately, people like Diddy and Epstein are actually real, exist, normal, especially in the higher echelons of our capitalist system. So, worry about that, and hopefully next time an election comes around, vote to change that. Desk. I did, by the way, allow that because I did actively bring it up myself by accident, but worthy. Where do these thumbnails come from? Well, Intern Special, today's thumbnail comes from Rar Caution, a user who submitted it for Fanart Friday. Why? I can't imagine. I had it before you said anything. Good work. Yeah, that's the stream delay for you. Okay, Diddy Kong. Oh my god, anyone here old enough to have played Diddy Kong Racing on the Nintendo 64? Man, that was a good game. Ah, good stuff. Oh, you're the SCP guy. I didn't expect to teleport here. Well, Intern Pizzaplex Dreams, it's a good thing you did, because if you can teleport, you deserve to be contained by the Foundation, so we're so glad to have you. Contained in a humanoid containment cell. Thank you for joining us. Site 42 staff, we have 4 minutes till the end of stream, so get your final questions in. Last minute question time is now. All of us are interns, guys. Yes, if you're a white name. If you're a white name, then you are an intern, but you can purchase a membership on YouTube to be promoted to a researcher, a mobile task force member, or an overseer at your leisure using the YouTube memberships. Chaos Insurgency Troop, thank you for your first donation of today's stream, Heat Flamesman, I do remember the name. As well as being a member, grab yourself, I guess, some berries and cream on your way past the commissary. I love you, you love me, keep that berries and cream boy away from me. Yes, if I'm a strawberry sherm over there, a shermberry, then keep that berries and cream boy far away from me. I don't want to get it. Thank you. Also, we have successfully blown up everyone here in the Chaos Insurgency base. Inside job complete, sir. Also, I love Diddy Kong Racing. Big smiles. Hell yes to disabling another base of those traitorous bastards. Hell yes to enjoying a great game from the early late 90s, early 2000s. Fantastic. Still in my head. Diddy Kong Racing. Oh, stuck there. Nine-Tailed Fox SCP-344. Thank you for sending up 3 bronze medals. Today's Containment Hazard Assessment team. I'm sure they will remember to keep fighting for the silver and gold thanks to your encouragement. And 369 Destroyer, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a crepe on your way past the commissary. Does Friday the 13th make Whittle's anomaly worse? Okay. It's spelled and pronounced Wettles. Wettles. But it's so funny to call him Whittle. Oh no, it's Dr. Whittle Wettles. Whittle Wettles is having another bad day again. Oh no, Whittle Wettles. Whittle old Wettles. Aw, shucks. Oh, the poor bastard. I am never gonna let him forget about that. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You did just make Whittle old Wettles anomaly worse. Thank you on this fine Friday the 13th. Oh, bless, I gotta tell the other researchers. Hell yeah. Two-minute warning, Site 42 staff. Last questions. Get them in. I can't decide between a Site 42 mug and the SCP logo one. Well, Skelly, it depends on if you want to rep the Foundation in general, which, if you were doing this in public, if you were going to bring this mug places, I would say do the SCP logo, because then you are actually repping, like, it to people who might not know what it is. And Site 42 is a more niche reference, meaning less people would likely collaborate and be like, oh, high five on your SCP mug. But if it's just for you, and maybe if you hold a stronger connection to Site 42 rather than the SCP Foundation as a whole, I would suggest the Site 42 one. But really, it's up to you. Where are you going to be using the mug? For what purposes? That kind of thing. Like, if you were a teacher at a school with an SCP mug, I'd highly recommend the SCP mug, for instance. Nine-Tailed Fox, thank you for sending a couple more bronze medals. I'm sure they will continue to fight for the gold, thanks to your urging. And Site 42 staff, that is the end of today's stream. And as I always do at the end of stream, I tell you guys my favorite SCPs. And I'm not going to tell you my favorite SCPs are the ones I personally wrote, but if you want to read the SCPs I personally wrote, you can go to the Sherm's author page in Site 42 Hub on the SCP database. There you can see the SCPs I personally wrote or contributed voice lines or sound effects to. And while you're there on my author page, one tab over from those SCPs, you'll find some links. And on those links, you will see some of them are asked about very often in chat. But the chat people who are looking for it as some sort of Easter egg hunt, they just aren't smart enough to get there, which is sad for them. But not for you guys, because you're smart enough. Legendary Doge, thank you for continuing the cat ears, even when Silent Follower left and I thought I felt safe. I'm never safe. I'm never safe. So, as I was saying, you guys obviously are smart enough to find those links, which is why you can become a Site 42 Patreon patron or YouTube channel member at the links in our author page. Or you can do Ko-Fis or YouTube Super Chats if you want to donate to us one at a time. Either way, monetary donations are the quickest way to help out Site 42, so we greatly appreciate your generosity. It helps us keep the lights on for myself as well as the rest of the SCP Site 42 staff. And if you're part of the broke gang and you can't donate because, trust me, we're an arts community, we understand starving artists, then as long as you are helping us out by supporting the algorithmic works of Site 42 as well as the greater SCP Foundation by liking, sharing, subscribing, chatting, commenting, all of that YouTube business or Steam or whatever platform it's on, then you are an honored and valued member of Mobile Task Force Site 42, codenamed the Signal Boosters. Because when you help us out with SCP animators like Don Gendons from the other day, or Shout Out Cartoons from today, by liking their videos, by commenting, even if you just say that Site 42 in the desk sent you, what you're doing is you are providing algorithmic growth that gets more eyes on them. They get more ad revenue. They maybe find more fans who want to pay for their work, which increases their revenue so that they can make more stuff. As a Creative Commons community, we can't make these big projects unless we file off the SCP serial numbers like Quantum did with There Is No Anti-Memetics Division. No hate to Quantum. Get that bag, buddy. And it'll eventually trickle back that it was an SCP project and come to us, but I'd like it if we could do it for real. I'd like it if we could do the big projects for real. And it's thanks to your help, Mobile Task Force Psi-42, that the SCP authors and artists, animators, game devs, filmmakers, merch makers, etc. are able to do so. So we thank you for your service. Now, without further ado, my favorite SCPs in no particular order are SCP-3999, SCP-3043, SCP-008-J, SCP-Spooky-J, SCP-5031, SCP-5175, SCP-5320, and SCP-8980. Content warning on that last one, it's a bit of a rough read. Speed round. 3999-3043-008-Spooky-J-5031-5175-320-8980. Content warning on the last Lord's Reef. Site-42 Stuff, this has been another Fanart Friday, a subsidiary of the anomalous broadcast from Site-42. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. I'll see you in the next video or stream. I'm so tired of being here, suppressed by all my childish fears. And if you have to leave, I wish that you would just leave, 'cause your presence still lingers here, and it won't leave me alone. These wounds don't seem to heal. This pain is just too real. There's just too much that time cannot erase. When you cried, I'd wipe away all of your tears. When you'd scream, I'd fight away all of your fears. And I held your hand through all of these years, but you still have all of me. The credit song is My Immortal, originally sung by Evanescence. Be safe, be well, Site-42 staff, and as always, secure, contain, protect.